There we go. Hello, everyone. My books are in storage. I actually was there in my unit today preparing it because I'll be out of this room Sunday morning. So that's that. So I'm just going to talk to you about some things that I've seen. Now, um, a lot of people are talking about the social collapse that we're in, comparing it to 1920s, especially just saying, is Joe Biden another FDR or conditions on the ground going to force him to do, what FDR did, some kind of transformational program? Today would be a UBI program, or massive, what do you call it? A massive Section 8 program for housing, canceling student debt, and a list of things like that. Because Roosevelt did a list of things. Um, the people in charge, I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're so detached from reality. They don't want to go to the next level as far as a society. They don't want to evolve. They don't want to be transformational. They just want to make their money, get their grift on, and take care of their family and friends. And that's as long as everybody's with them. So that's who we are. And I think conditions are going to get really bad to where they're going to have to do something. But then again, maybe they'll just let the whole thing just fall apart. And I say that because I was on the subway today. I'm going to be on the subway a lot. And there was a man talking to himself in the corner of the train, organizing his clothes first, then just yelling. Another guy playing his music loud, speaker, boombox. And the woman sitting across from me kind of looked in his direction, rolled her eyes. So he came over, stood right beside her. She was in the seat right by the door on the subway, New York City subway, and just blasted it in her ear. And she just took it because we don't know what this guy's gonna do. You say something to him, might beat her ass. And that's what I consider unfocused bitterness. Now, 100 years ago, or almost when the society collapsed, when we had the Great Depression, the bitterness was focused through organizations. You had communist organizations, you had socialist organizations, you had unions, you had leaders that could rally people's rage and focus it. Today, we don't have any of that. All of that has broken down. So it's just unfocused rage. And the unfocused rage is, why are there still empty apartments? We're homeless. Why are you making us go to jobs that are not essential, that don't challenge us, and don't do anything, and um, actually contributes to the pollution of the society, the air, the water, and so forth? Um, why can't we have a UBI so we can do the work that we need to do and develop the way we need to? Why are we hungry? Why are so many children going hungry? So all of these questions of creating rage, bitterness, and to the point where people are getting pushed onto tracks, people getting beat up, people are shooting in Times Square, and you could easily solve the problem. You give us a UBI, you attach it to the person. If they're mentally ill, then you can have hospitals or treatment centers open up, and that $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,400, whatever you're going to give it, will go to that institution. Okay? You'll be surprised how quickly people can straighten up unless they really are far gone. And there are some people out there that are far gone. uh, when you say, okay, I'm going to give you this cash, or I'm going to give you this voucher to go live in this apartment. And because most people don't want to be on the street, they want a place to be. You know that because they go to the same places on the street every time. So I'd say all of that to say it's getting bad, and our mayor and our governor have opened the city back up, so New York back up. And their solution for, because I kept thinking, well, how are you going to do this with all these homeless people out here? So what they did is they opened the service 24 hours again. They was closing it to clean it for COVID. So now the homeless are going back to the subways and the trains. So now they won't hang out all over Midtown. They won't hang out in Penn Station. They'll just go sleep on the trains while people can go to their plays and their shows and whatever the case may be. They're also opening the libraries again. The libraries in New York City, there were a few open and they were only pick up and drop off. Now they're allowing people to come in, sit for an hour. By the middle of the summer, if they don't have a UBI or something transformative, I predict that New York City libraries will be open at least. Maybe they'll increase it. You can stay 3 hours instead of 1, or something like that. Because again, during the day, when people are riding the subway, the homeless people usually hang outside, and they used to hang in the libraries. That was their go-to. Again, there's a lot of shelter beds, but there's a process you got to go to get to them. There's got to be a million empty living units. Gotta be in New York City. They keep saying we need more stock. I'm telling you, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. And they're building more all the time. Some of them are owned by foreign investors who park their money here. But even with that, there's a lot of empty apartments. I see them all the time. As I'm looking for places, empty apartments, empty rooms. People for looking for roommates. It's a lot of empty space out there, and we got to get, as a society, if we can't put human beings inside the thing you built to house human beings, then it's a completely failed society. And yes, I'm going through that personally, so but it's always meant a lot to me. I've always talked about it. There's so much money sloshing around the society. If you can't pay these people to stay home so the air, the water, and everything else can be cleaner, especially the air quality in New York City is getting worse and worse, then you're a failed society. You're a failed society. So we're failing all over the place, and the unfocused bitterness is going to rip this city apart. Summer's coming. I'll be out there in it, trying to stay careful and trying to stay out of it as much as I can. I'll probably be bringing you video of it if I'm around, if I see it, and show you what's really going on out there, what's really happening. So I just wanted to drop in right quick and say that I don't like to make these videos too long. And until next time, yeah, I know I'm looking rough, but I'm actually going to get, there's a clippers with a vacuum on it that you cut and sucks it into a cup. And I'm going to use that out there if I can. That's what I might have to do. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of each other, and be safe.